MPLM's getting quite empty now, so it's very big volume to float around in. It's really kind of dreamy up here. A lot of people would love to be able to do it, and just a real pleasure to be up here and be able to do that.
Not everything that we transfer over to the space station came up in the MPLM. We do have some things on the mid-deck of the orbiter. One of those is a freezer that we carry up, and when we launched it was at about plus 4 degrees Celsius, and we carried up some experiments that are going to be transferred over to the Japanese module. There's Nicole and I. We opened it up for the first time, and then what we're going to do is we're going to carry those over, and they'll be stowed in another freezer that's located on the space station. These are some of the carriers that the experiments come up in. After everything's out of there, we'll reduce the temperature from plus 4 degrees down to minus 95 degrees, and we'll end up returning some samples that need to be even colder back to Earth. We have great instructions from the folks on the ground that tell us exactly how to do that.
And the experiment that we were transferring this time from the shuttle over to the station freezer is one of the JAXA experiments. It's one of many different payloads that we have that is continuous research up here. This one is called RadSilk, and it's actually looking at the effect of radiation on silkworms, which can be then used to understand better the biological effects for humans in space as well. And Pat and I continuing to transfer, we're moving this box that is basically a cooler, keep the samples stable from the shuttle over to the station. And on station now, thanks to the 17A mission, we have 2 of the minus 80 degree freezers. We're going to the one that's up and running at this point. It's located in the JPM, or the Japanese pressurized module, the big Japanese laboratory. And you can see us here opening up one of the freezer sections, and we'll be placing all of those samples that we took from the shuttle into the freezer on the space station. Something that's interesting about the Melfi, or this freezer that's on station, is each of these different little sections can be set to different temperatures to support the different kinds of samples that are going in. Samples like this one, that's RadSilk, and we also put different items like our blood samples and urine samples in the freezer as well.
As Christopher mentioned earlier today, we've got an EVA plan for tomorrow. You see here the entire crew gathered in the Japanese module, and we're both reviewing the procedures and making sure that everyone understands their duties and roles and responsibilities for tomorrow's EVA. And we typically engage everyone. We've gotten commands and information from the ground, which we've incorporated into the procedures. Some deltas associated with the first EVA, and as well as some things that we need to look out for that kind of surprised us, and that we'll need to take into account as we head out to our spacewalk tomorrow. This is going to be Chris's first one of the mission, and I'm looking forward to doing it with him. He's a veteran of 3 former EVAs, so he's bringing out a lot of experience to the team. You can see here Pat going over all the final tool configuration, getting us prepared. We spent most of the day in the airlock getting all the tools configured, and there Pat's just double-checking and rechecking everything that we've done to make sure we didn't leave something out, because once that hatch is closed, you can't come back. And fortunately, the tremendous amount of training that we get at NASA, JSC, really puts us in good shape and a good posture to conduct a safe and effective EVA. We're looking forward to it. For those of you following at home, we'll have EVA 2 tomorrow, and a lot more stuff from Flight Day Heights of STS-128. Good night.